This is my cubing collection. First, we're going to start off with all the n by n's except 3x3. So for 2x2, we have the cheaty 2x2, I think, which is extremely loud. I glued these stickers here for 2 blind because I didn't like 2 blind and it was hard, which it isn't hard now, but yeah, it didn't quite work. Next we have the Zonglong 2x2. It's extremely quiet, although the screws are a bit like rusted or something. There's little spots on it. Here we have the WAPO WRM, which is my current main 2x2. And here we have the Volk 2 2x2, which is also very good, but a lot more controllable. For n by n's, we have the 4x4, which is the Aosu GTS2M. It's a really nice 4x4 and it's really great for 4 blinds. This is the Utional Magic M. It's a very nice cube, and I actually used to have another 4x4 and 5x5, but very bad, and I ended up giving them away. It's the Little Magic M 6x6, but it's not factory magnetized, it's homemade magnetized. I didn't magnetize it. At every event there, I bought this off somebody who probably magnetized it. And the inner layers are way too strong. This is a second-hand Aoshi GTS, I think. It's okay. Both these 6x6s have their problems. I'm not really sure which one to use. This is my first 6x6. It's actually not that bad. It's quite fast actually. But there was a problem with it, with the stickers. If you put too much pressure on the stickers, or like too much heat, then the glue beneath the stickers actually just like melts and the stickers just fall off. This is my first 7x7. I think it's the Aofu 7x7. Don't get this. Don't get it. It's horrible, and it literally came with a broken corner. Is this corner? This corner came broken, like it was like semi-split apart, and I couldn't push it back. So I ended up taking out a piece, and basically the inside of the piece was like, it wasn't formed right, so I had to like cut it down and stick it back together with glue. And this is my current main, the X-Man Spark 7x7, which is a lot better. Now for 3x3s, I have quite a lot. We'll start from here. This is my current main, the Volk 3M. This is probably a Shengshao Legend, which I got from my friend. He just gave it to me. It's actually alright. I use it as my warm-up cube, as it forces me to turn more accurately. This is a Yushin Keelan version 2, which I won off a giveaway from Cunning Cuber. This is a GAN 356X. I usually bring this cube around when I'm cubing in public. This is my very first speed cube, the Volk 3. I used to have way worse stickers. Yeah, this was my very first cube. I got my very first sub 20 averages on this cube. This cube I basically brought everywhere. This is like one of the most important cubes in my collection. These 3 are all Mailongs, which I use for multi-blinds. Very cheap and very good. This one is my very first cube, which I got like years ago when I was like 6 or 7. Yeah, this was bought like in the 2000s, and it's Rubik's with stickers, so that's pretty rare nowadays. This is a 99-cent cube, which I also got from a friend, the same friend who gave me the Shengshao Legend Thank you, Curtis. This is my very first magnetic cube, a GTS 3. This is a cube that I got from France. It's kind of picture cube on the white side. I'm pretty sure this isn't actually a Rubik's brand, but it might be an off-brand Rubik's. This is a large 3x3, which my sister brought back from a fair or something. She won at a fair. It's very stiff and very, very hard to turn. Continuing with the big cubes, this is a Yushin treasure chest, which turns very well, and when it's solved, you can press down this center cap, twist it a little, like that. And then when you want to put it back together, you screw it on and pull up the two corners. Right, so for these last 8, we have the Volk Elite. This also used to be my main, but then I got the Volk 3M. This is a Volk 3 Power M, which I use for blindfolded. This is a GTS2 non-magnetic with GAN stickers and a red logo. I got this cube by mistake when I ordered a GAN SM, and then so I got a free GTS2 with GAN stickers and a GAN SM afterwards. This is a GAN R, very bad. Don't get cheap GAN cubes. This was a cube that my sister shot with an arrow, and yeah, it basically exploded. This is another cube someone gave me at a competition, although I'm not sure who, I don't remember who, but it's actually very, very nice. It's really cool. And finally, this is my signature. This is my signature cube. It's got Kieran Behan's signature on it, Philip Ware, Sebastian Ware, and Timon Kolashinsky. This is a skull octopus, a handmade skull octopus 3x3, handmade by Eduardo Mendoza, and I bought it off Gregor Pfeffenig, the same guy who made the world record 33 by 33 cube. I'll start off with my clock. I do have, this is a Shengshao clock, but I do have a Lingao clock lended to somebody, so that won't be in this video, but there's a picture of it, of a Lingao clock right there. Pretend I have it in my hand or something. So this Shengshao clock, I've set up myself. I put cardboard inserts in it. There's no outer screws. It's a very weird setup, but I find it works really well. This is my one and only Scube. I did have another Scube, yeah, again, but I gave it away. This is the X-Man Wingy Scube. I don't do Scube anymore because it sucks. Like I said, I don't do it anymore because it sucks. And yeah, that's Scube. These are my two square ones. This is my first square one that pops a lot. Like that. And this is my X-Man Volt version 2, which I really like. It's a bit fast, but it's a lot better than that. For Megaminxes, I have 3 of them. This is my first one, which is the Yushin Little Magic, I think. And it's really good actually. Although I do remember it being really springy. Like there's a ton of spring noise if you don't set it up. And it's also really hard to set up because there's not really much quality control with these Megaminxes. This is the GAN Megaminx, which is okay. It's alright. I don't main it, but it looks really nice. And this is my main, the Galaxy version 2 LM. LM usually means lighter magnets, but with this puzzle it means larger size. For the 2 Pyraminxes, I also used to have more Pyraminxes, but for some reason I keep giving puzzles away. But anyway, so this was my first Pyraminx, some kind of Moyu Pyraminx, which I bought from Amazon. And this one is my current main, although I did give my actual main away, lended it to somebody again. This is a Chi MS, but I actually main a Bell Pyraminx. This is a Sheng Shao Master Killer Minx. It's a very, very nice looking puzzle, very big as well. Technically, this is only like a 4x4 Mega Minx, but some people think that this is bigger than a 7x7. This is my favourite non-WCA puzzle. This is a modded, Florian modded, face-turning octahedron. This should be a WCA event. This should be the next WCA event. Hashtag FGO for WCA in the comments. I spent about 3 days Florian modding this. And yeah, it turns a lot better now. This is a Lan FTO actually. And yeah, this is a great puzzle. This was my first 2x2, which I modded. I took the white and yellow caps off, and then to make it turn better, I sanded down these bits here, and in between there. It only gets a bit tricky to turn when you start scrambling it up like that. This is my mirror cube, which I also use as a tripod at competitions. Now I'll do a tutorial on how to do that. It's really cool. I used to have a golden mirror cube, but I traded it in for a silver one. I actually prefer the silver look. It looks more like an actual mirror. One by one. This is a Meffert's gear ball. I don't remember how to solve it, but I did solve it at one point, and it turns really nicely. Continuing on with the gear cubes, it's not a Meffert's gear cube, but it's some kind of gear cube I bought, and it turns okay. This is you know what it is. This is a Penrose cube, which I also got from PD Puzzler. He was kind enough to put it in free with the 6x6 I bought off him. This is a Chi 2x2x3. It's a really cool cube. You can do like square 1 algorithms on it. And this is a Moyu Ready cube. I forget who designed it, but it's also a pretty cool cube. And finally we have Meffert's Cube Extreme. I really like this puzzle actually. It's easier than it looks, but because it's basically just a cube. But the only difference is the centers. Instead of only having a permutation, they also have to be oriented as well. Which I bought from this French guy called Freg. I bought this off Greg something or other.